Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Our first guest is Carrie Conley. She is a speaker and an entrepreneurial coach that specializes in helping people get crystal clear on their vision and purpose for their life. And she says that by doing that, they can live a life with purpose and grow a business to 6 figures and beyond. Carrie, welcome.
That is correct. Welcome.
Wow.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so grow a business to 6 figures and beyond. Carrie, I heard a statistic that most entrepreneurs never break that 6-figure mark. Is that true?
It is very true. Less than 6%, as a matter of fact, in this country, ever break the 6-figure mark.
Less than 6%?
Less than 6%.
So we're all broke.
Well, that goes, along the line of why most entrepreneurs quit between year 2 and 4, right?
Sure.
Because at that point, what has happened without the right mentorship and coaching is they have done a lot of things the hard way, and they're in debt, and their family at that point is probably begging them to quit. So it used to be that 6 figures was a grand income. In this world now, it's necessary.
Absolutely.
And so if you're going to build a business, you better set a target for at least 6 figures and beyond. Net target, not your gross revenue.
Right.
No. You're using words now.
That's not even a ton of money in this
It is
day
not.
and age, right?
If you break it down, and this is one of the reasons why entrepreneurs don't get there, is number one, they don't set an income target. They don't set the profit first.
What does that mean?
So what it means is that most of them go to work at saying, so this is going to be my service, and I think this is what will pay me. People would pay me for this.
Okay, so
right?
they might pay me $100 for this.
Which is a very in your perspective kind of thought, which is not good because most entrepreneurs think way too low for what they charge, which is a whole other topic.
You think too low?
Way too low.
All right, you said it's another topic. I'll come back to that.
Another topic for another day. But what really successful entrepreneurs do is they come up with that net income, money in the bank that they're paying themselves first. And this is part of what I do in my coaching group is I get them to set that number, which scares them to death, by the way.
Well, I'm certain, right?
I would like for that number to be quite large.
Yes. Yes,
Carrie,
absolutely.
I want to zone in on something. You said net versus gross, and this is that net's the profit, what we're talking about, right?
Net is your income in the bank that you are living on, paying your bills, having a lifestyle. And again, most people who have never been an entrepreneur before don't know that gross revenue, your net is about 30 to 40% less than the gross because 30 to 40% goes back into building the business.
There's only 30, 40? There's a
Depends
reason
on
they
the
call it
business
gross.
you're running, but yes.
Yeah.
If you have overhead like a building and employees, it's a whole different number.
Right.
But if you're working out of your home, you're a solopreneur, I use the number 30 to 40% when they talk to me about that target number. But it's scary. They don't want to really see what it is.
All right, so we're not charging the right amount. We haven't figured out what our income needs to be, and so we're going at it backwards. What else is wrong, and why aren't we hitting that 6-figure mark?
Well, a very common thing for new entrepreneurs to do is to say that I will serve anybody who will pay me. That if they're breathing, if they're fogging a mirror.
I think that was the one time somebody asked me, who's your target market? And I'm pretty sure I said, anybody who will write that check.
That's right. And so that's what they do.
Right.
They say, well, I serve these people, but I also can do that, and I also can do this. And so their niche is 84% of the problem why they don't break the 6 figures. They have a very hard time getting their ideal client figured down to a very fine-tuned group.
I know the problem. It's because they're structured after a niche. They're trying to get a niche, right?
Yes.
And if they would only pronounce it niche, it would be so much better.
Potato, right?
Right?
Yes, yeah.
And get more
It's
money if
hard.
it's a niche.
It's really, really hard because they just think, but I can't get that small because I really need more people.
Right. I think if we're worried, if we have a niche market, right, and I say that I only work with this group of people, that I'm turning away all this potential income.
And they don't have to turn it away, do they, Carrie?
They don't have to turn it away. The difference, though, is that you have to understand who your ideal client is, because when you're out networking, or marketing, you need to understand the pain points of the people that you're trying to reach and be able to say those words faster, so that those people can identify themselves as your client. And when your niche is too big, there you go, it muddies up the waters. People don't really know, is that me? Who do you really serve? I'm very confused about what you do.
It really does play into the marketing piece.
Very, very confusing.
And then you have one other thing that we're doing that we're kind of keeping us from breaking that 6-figure mark, and it really is a matter of who we hang out with, right?
It really is. The hardest thing for people once they become entrepreneurs is they isolate too much, especially if we're working from home. And the worst thing you can do is not communicate with other entrepreneurs and be around other people who are going through the journey too. The really committed people, not the ones who are complaining and saying, here's why it's not working. You need to be with the people who are making it work.
Like-minded people.
Yes, like-minded people.
What was the old saying? You show me the top 5 people that you hang out with and I'll show you who you are.
Exactly. So you get around other people and you lock arms with them and say, let's do this thing, because you know, there's going to be days if you're all by yourself where you're just going to want to throw in the towel. And when you have a community of people that are surrounding you, you can keep going because you've got somebody that's saying you're not going to quit.
Good stuff, Carrie Conley. Thanks so much for being here with us
Thank you.
today.
This is always a great pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we hope that our audience gets to their 6 figures and beyond. And when we come back, we've got a real-life military hero joining us.